Hello World Doll Day friends, this is Michael Kanadas with the Carmel Doll Shop and the Grovian Doll Museum. We are live in Pacific Grove and we're going to start our annual Christmas tour with our annual buddy.
Seems
this
that
is
way
a
now.
tradition now.
It is a tradition.
It really is.
And I love it, it's fun.
And people are waiting for this.
That's right.
But we're going to start outside because I want to show you these magical windows.
So look at the light coming through the clouds.
So this is just a plethora of beautiful babies, and a member of our staff did the whole design, and I love the lighting effect with the clouds. It's like they're like Botticelli angels.
Yes.
Now the question is, how can you not want a baby when you see
this?
It's
hard. It's hard not to.
Yeah. And so there's little tiny ones, and in the both windows, and this
and so many different looking ones. They don't all look the same. That's for sure.
But even the ones that are the same brand, if you start to,
there are differences, right? Yeah.
And what's great about this is they do stop traffic, so people are very interested in them. And if you think about it, the average person, when are they going to see this many antique baby dolls?
No. Any.
So we've got these both windows, and let's give them a peek of this one too, because there's a lot of wonderful pieces here too. Sorry about the traffic noise. We can't stop.
We are live, aren't we?
We are live.
Yes.
So
the trees look beautiful.
And you know, we're celebrating the holiday season. Lots of babies are born at this time of the year, so it's a little tribute to them.
Beautiful.
Well, let's go in.
Let's go in and see what we have.
So I'll let you go in, Denise.
Okay.
First. And you know, all I can say, if it wasn't for the last minute, nothing would ever get done.
But isn't it amazing how it all comes together in the end?
Yes.
It does.
Yes, and we've been working hard, but when I say we, I mean the whole group.
Staff, everybody. Yeah.
And I'm not complaining about that, by the way, people out there. I think that my grandmother and my grandfather and on both sides, and my mother never ever complained once about the amazing things that they did. So I'm not about to.
No, not when it looks this beautiful.
I find it a lot of fun. So come on in, and I'll get the door, because if we don't, someone's going to sneak up on us, and they'll say, "Can I make a reservation for tea?" So you can see we have an event coming up, so we figured why not share
well, it
this.
looks so beautiful.
So Denise, you know, we've moved things around and changed things.
Yes, it doesn't look exactly the same as it did last year or the year before.
This tree, the crew, they did this all on their own, and they took all of our things and rearranged it. And I think it's
It's gorgeous. I love the top.
Yeah, that was not my idea, and
it's beautiful.
I gave them another idea, and they ignored me. So, I think they did a beautiful job with that.
Sure did.
And then, of course, our pencil trees, which I do.
That's a fun.
I do love those.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
And those haven't changed much. A little bit, but not much. But I do love them.
They are fun.
I love having them. Although I just noticed that one over there needs to come out a little bit. And so I'll fix that a little bit later. And then we have our
mantle.
Yeah, they did a very nice job with the mantles.
The stockings are hanging right there. Gorgeous, beautiful. Oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm taking over. But look at this. I'm looking at everything.
Yeah, we're moving up.
The nutcrackers above.
Now
I love that.
David is in the office working on getting the album ready for World Doll Day, but I did have this idea, but wouldn't it be great to have because we have this ledge around the whole building, to have a train set go around? That would be cute, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yeah. You have to come and curve it out maybe a little bit around the corners, but it could go on there.
Yeah, we could do that. So that's an idea for the future.
That would be fun.
Well, and so then we'll move on to you know, Raggedy, it's hard to not
Love Raggedy.
to,
Love
to
Anne.
not love Raggedy.
Yes.
And this is she's in a spot where now people can really get to her. And Judy Lloyd did the first design
I
on
remember
this.
that.
Yes, and they've followed most of how Judy did it, except I think somehow we've gotten more of them as time has
Well,
gone
I
by.
remember Judy made these.
She did, and
Little-
they're
oh, there's one too.
they're
yeah.
great. I mean, it's
Beautiful.
basically like the hair of
the yarn,
an
yes.
ant.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you this
Oh.
because you don't see this every day. I know you love bébés.
Oh, yeah. And I love chameaux.
Okay, but look at that.
Look at that.
That is, this doesn't happen every day
That's
here.
remarkable.
That is
Carol,
all,
Eric, come in.
every single one of them is a tête chameau.
Oh, okay.
There's not anything that isn't a tête chameau. Now, isn't that
Look at
amazing?
how different they are.
I think
Look
that
at the tiny one too. My
that's
goodness.
a size 2. I haven't actually tried to sit and put them in order.
Numerical, yeah.
But, you know, it is over, what's it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, I lost count already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Is that 15? Yeah, and there's some more in other places, but that's what I could,
It's,
and I don't
put there.
usually like dolls in a bleacher kind of setup, but I think when they're all the same thing, it's kind of fun.
it's a grouping. It's a
But
little study group.
But I mean, when you look at them, they're not, they're
not,
each an individual. They're not just alike.
They're not cookie cutter. Some
And then over
beautiful
there,
original
over there is the
dresses.
Steiners, but there's not as many of those to be, you know, wow about. And then this, I had fun. Took me a whole day to redo this cabinet, but these are the fashion dolls that are preparing for Christmas, and they are all getting ready to gift wrap, except this one here, because
can't get out of bed.
yeah, she's got the
She's
vapors.
on the couch.
So
Isn't that beautiful?
So
Beautiful
I
furniture.
moved them all around so that and I tried to wrangle them all in one place.
And look at this tufted chair.
Yeah, that's a wonderful piece. Do you know the Victorian age was known as the age of the upholsterer?
Oh,
They upholstered furniture themselves, cars, or carriages, rooms, you name it, they upholstered it. But it's not necessary, there's nothing particularly Christmas except I love these boxes. So that was a way, you know, in my imagination that it's Christmas, that they're going to be wrapping all these boxes.
oh yes, look at in the corner
Yeah,
too.
stacks
and then
of them.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of a fun way to do that.
It is. It's beautiful.
So I'm going to show you I'll show you something new that you haven't seen.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'll get around this
you're
way.
Do I stay here? Or do I
You
follow
come with
you?
me. Yeah,
Oh,
you can leave
I'll
that
come.
open though.
Okay, I'll come with you. Ah.
So as you
Yeah,
know,
here.
the bringing in of Christmas tree has its pagan roots, and it's letting lightness and when it's dark. That was the whole where it really started, and then Christianity took it over. And then I think that a Christmas tree is a nice way to have a tribute to something that has been very good to you. So this is our sewing tree. And you know, sewing has been very good to us.
It's been very good to us.
Very, very lucky. I feel lucky that I have a minimal amount of talent, but you know, it somehow it worked out. So this is our sewing machine
love
tree.
it.
Now, if this comes down, we're all going to die.
Uh-oh.
Because there's quite a
That's-
few
yes.
sewing machines,
Little-
and I love, you know, I have a hard time passing up real antique threads
Look at the
because I
color.
love the sheen, I love the color. It's hard to work with because it breaks and whatnot, but I
so-
and I love the labels, and
Right.
so I thought this was a fun one to do.
And it's beautiful to be sitting on top of Opal,
Good old
who
Opal.
is gorgeous herself.
Yeah, and we should.
And of course you can see why
Yeah,
we call
see,
her Opal.
There's Opal. And if I could get a belt for her, we could
You could
use her.
She'd still
Oh
work,
no, she
wouldn't
works.
she? Yeah.
These will work
Amazing.
indefinitely. But did you see this feature?
Well, I just was looking at it, but I didn't look inside it.
It's a pin cushion
Oh, and
and your
okay.
storage space.
Storage.
Isn't that great? I mean, they thought of everything.
Yes.
And you know, I mean, she still totally works. And I have needles for her, but I need a belt.
A belt to,
So
yeah.
that's. And the little ones, those can work too. You know, if you get them all serviced, there's no reason they can't.
No, the children use them. It's just this, right?
And then these are things that are hard to display, like this Peterson's. That is a real pattern for 1864. And what's interesting is they only give you a limited amount, and then you were supposed to know the rest.
The rest.
And
Right.
it does have a pattern for a girdle of the graces.
Oh, that
Little, that wonderful
pointy
thing. Yes. Yeah, and that's in it.
maybe that's it up there. I don't know.
That's the sleeve.
That's the sleeve.
Well, but
Oh, I
well,
see.
let's
Okay.
see. Let's see. You have to realize it's
there's-
all overlapped.
There's the back, one part of the back of the bodice.
Yeah, there's,
And there's
a sleeve here,
right there,
and there's
then-
another sleeve there.
Okay.
But it's maybe on the other side.
Got it.
But I've always wanted to use that, and this gave me a. Now, I mean, we're going to have quite a few people coming tomorrow, so it'll be interesting to see if they even notice this,
Yes.
because it may not have enough sparkle.
Oh,
You
wow.
never know.
Well,
And then,
there's a lot of stuff.
you know, we've got lots and lots of feather trees, and this is one of our white
Right.
ones. And this is one of the trees I really like because it's very well put together, and it can go in a plastic bag just like that. So
And
it's
then
like,
just whoosh.
and then you fluff it out a little bit. and
For
you're in there.
storage, okay.
Yeah. And this is the first time I've ever done this with one of our cubes. And I'm actually pretty happy about it because this is Renee. She is a display unto herself.
She's a Christmas present.
She's a Christmas present. So I thought this was cute, and so I will do this again. And I wish I had, when we started this 12 years ago, I wish I would have bought more of these. And well, that's how it goes.
But that's how it goes. But
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
she's
Because it's nice to just be able to take that little spot.
right.
And so now we're going to go into the Grovian. And so we're not going to show you this now, but Eddie decorated the Gottschalk on the outside. That's one of his designated things that he does. And then I mentioned my family, and I have great nostalgia for these cheap.
No, I remember.
You remember those?
Absolutely.
These
yeah, I
cheap
do.
little houses
I do.
with the
On the
cello
on the
on the
mantle.
mantle.
Yes, I
And then
do.
they would, now it'd burn your house down, but they'd put the
Little
lights
light
in them.
there.
And I'm very nostalgic about those. And then for those of you that follow our making and what we're Angelique, this is actually
That is the
Angelique.
actual-
And then of course someone new has come in. It's a little Deposé Jameau that sometimes you just have to.
Just gotta.
And this is a lovely gift from our friend Belle Ann.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Which, we're celebrating Christmas,
Yes.
but we're celebrating all
Everything.
things that put light in the
Yeah,
world, and
that's right.
Hanukkah candles put
That's right.
lighting up the world and for enlightenment and all of that.
right.
Now the oldies, they don't do much because they don't cooperate.
I don't think they have to do much.
They don't.
They just have to sit there looking great.
they didn't.
looking fabulous.
Yeah, because I kind of want to try to put Christmas things kind of their age, and most of the things in here, the youngest probably 1850s.
I mean, what would that be for
Well,
them?
wouldn't there's to be consumerism wasn't at its peak. Let's just say that.
Yes.
Well, these girls have been over here. They've been very naughty. They didn't get anything this year, but I don't know.
That thing-
Although they did get one thing. Did you see this?
Oh dear. No. Oh, look at that.
That was a gift to us.
Oh my
And you know
heavens.
what? I
That's
love
fantastic.
I love a gift
Look at her
that
hands.
when it's really early,
Oh,
Les Sophides,
oh
the
yeah,
little,
yes.
and it's a very early miniature piece, and it's gorgeous colors. And isn't that fantastic when your friends get you? You know,
That's right.
so they
That's
haven't
right.
been that bad because they did get that little gift.
Well, I think they have a lot actually.
And
They're pretty lucky.
I was mean to them. They do have a specific tree, and I put it somewhere else. But I think this is decorated enough.
That's fine.
But I like to do, and I know you do too. I like to do these kind of micro displays. So
Right.
you know, I've said this in videos before. We do not have in our collection a lot of black dolls, and it is just because throughout our career, those were very popular with our collectors, and they got them.
They go.
So it's somewhere where we needed to build this up. So we're starting, and I think Peter and Marie,
Brother and sister.
you know, and we've had
yeah.
her for a while,
Right,
but
right.
these two
They're
are
new.
new. But I love the little sled and packages and all of that. And I had the most beautiful little velveteen rabbit that was actually in the inventory for sale. And I thought, oh, I'm going to put it right here. And it looked so cute. And it's been on our website for a while. Wouldn't you know, it's sold today.
Oh, it's sold today? No, come on.
Yes, so I had to give it up.
Aw.
So, I guess I could give them some light. That would be nice. Oh,
Yeah, they're lovely.
Yeah.
They're lovely.
so
Oops.
I know I've showed this before. It's leaning a little bit.
I love these.
I've showed it before in the last video that we did last year. When I reviewed the video, I thought, oh my God, that's a disaster. I mean, it was
Why?
Well, it was just a disaster. So I will have you know that I took every single item off
And redid it.
and cleaned each thing. I even cleaned the beads. I cleaned the tree, which this is goose feather.
It's feather, right? How
And it's in
on
good
earth?
it's in good condition, but it's an oldie. So what I did is I used some canned air that we use for computers and things.
Right.
And I took it outside and I just
Okay, you spray,
I didn't
not
hurt
spray,
it or
but yeah.
anything. And you know, it tends to lean, but trust me, it is not going anywhere. And
Well, you pack it up as it is then.
no, I leave
you-
this out.
Oh, this is always out, yes.
This one is always out.
Right.
But it was, as you know, I probably remember the Christmas things were covering this whole table, and I thinned it out
We
because
don't want to cover
it doesn't
this.
give you the visual of what's below it, because it took up all the light.
Oh, look at that. Look at those very distinct dolls. Look at her.
Yeah,
oh,
that's a wonderful Asian French fashion doll.
and this is when this has a Clément body, the blown leather body.
But it's a tiny one.
Wonderful
It's like a
size.
14-inch. 14-inch. And then there's an LD over in the corner,
She's
which the
looking the
chair
other
is
way.
covering her up. But I should tell you, because I don't, we probably have new viewers watching this, and the bulk of the ornaments on this tree are called Dresdens, and those are light cardboard ornaments that are pressed into molds, and they're very
Oh, like
lightweight.
this is? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And mostly, not all the time, but I left some of these down, somehow they have a candy association. So here's a barrel, and that would have, I don't know what kind of candies. The most plentiful thing that you will find in Dresden's are things like
Little
suitcases. And then the second thing would be find regularly are like a slipper, a silver slipper that would have been used at a wedding. And then you get into rare things like trick poodles honeycomb, violins. I try to, for education purposes, put like certain, like this is an ice cream maker. I mean, anything you can think of, they created. Elephants, birds, and these are very, for collectors, very precious items. And the bulk of this I have added to it. But the bulk of this was originally in John Darcy Noble's collection.
Well, now we know what to look for if we see these.
Oh, if you find,
somewhere.
listen, if you see this trick poodle, you get it. You don't, and sometimes you have to swallow hard when you look at the price tag, but I would recommend getting them.
And also the I don't know, the little
these little batted
things?
things. Yeah, batting. These were like little ladies' journal projects.
Oh,
and
okay.
they would make these, but I find them charming.
Yeah, I love them.
Now, they're not as you can find these easier than you could find things like the Dresdens. And then you notice I used some old lace to wrap the trunk of the tree. And that was really good because when anything had fallen off in the last year, it falls down and it hooked onto this.
Oh, heavens. Just hanging off of them.
Yeah, I do have, 6 or 7 ornaments. I've got to do a little repair too. But and I thought about having it on a turntable because there's just as great a things on the back as on the front. And then one of my favorite items it has is, if you can see the top, the angel, that's actually a Jacques Petit.
Oh, really?
It's actually a candy container, and that the bottom is a sack, and the sack had kind of disintegrated, so I thought, well, I'll use it as my angel.
It's that old.
Oh yeah,
That's
it's very,
fantastic.
very early. And there are chickens, there's a
there's a
rooster.
lobster.
Oh, the lobster is one of my favorites. The lobsters. I mean, when you look at that lobster, that's pressed paper, and it's all delicate, and actually it has a certain amount of movement in the pieces.
Wow.
And I should have you look at this, Denise, because
love-
usually that is blocked. But we've
right.
got a great,
Look at that.
and look at that little
guy.
rascal.
Yes.
Do you see what he did?
Yes, he went into the coal.
He went
in the fire.
He went into the coal box. And but you can see he's got a great big rattle with a coral for teething.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like we would think that that's a girl, but that's
a boy.
a he.
That's
a he. You can.
That's a little boy.
But the room itself is beautiful, and the tree had been obscuring that, so it was nice to move around.
That's fun.
And then good old Lolly here in the corner. She's our survival of gun violence. It's people always think it's unbelievable when I say, yes, we do have a doll that's been shot with a gun. And Bob shot her in the chin, and he got in big trouble. She still has the bullet in her.
It must be a BB.
It's a BB. It's a BB, but if you think about it, I mean, you can touch this, Denise. Feel that is solid. So that if that would have hit a person, it would have.
It
would have hurt him.
Yep.
So.
Oh no, my brother's.
But Lolly, she's our star of our Americana,
beautiful.
one of a kind. So I'll take you in here, and now I will tell you that one thing I'm grateful for Christmas, because I am a little bit of I am very messy as creatively, but I also like things to be clean and neat. So in order to get ready, everything in this room I have cleaned. So I need a vacation.
Not spring cleaning, it's your Christmas cleaning.
This is my Christmas clean.
Oh, yes.
So they got all,
yes.
But I mean, we can't do too much in this room because this is where the magic happens.
Serve some food.
So this space here is going to be a buffet, and David will be working on that probably tomorrow. Yeah, he'll start tomorrow, and there'll be all kinds of wonderful cuisine here. And I decided I didn't do too much with the girls because if I do, it takes me about a year to get it all out. Because it's somehow, you know, you find
it incorporates its way into.
It does. But I have to tell you that I've got some cooks here that don't care about safety because they've got their feather tree next to their stove. But maybe this is it's just fun to have the color. And
beautiful.
And I did have a lot of fun with the Albert Mark because we walk by her and I don't
give her the
pay attention
she deserves.
So it was really nice to spend half a day with her. And then I forgot, look at these little tiny chickens. So, you know, I really need to join a support group because, you know, now I've got...
No, you have to have more.
Yes. Now, I don't think David would have a problem with if I got more of the tiny ones.
Yeah, well.
So it was fun to take all this out and get it all spiffed up for the event.
Oh, so fun.
And
your pig, too. I mean, he's very special.
Yes, but did you notice what he's doing? He's reading the cookbook.
He's reading the cookbook.
Yeah, why not? So he's going to make something that's cochon free.
Hopefully.
Yes. So nothing's really changed here because we do have to be mindful that this is David's area, kitchen. And he has no problem telling me, as he said to me a few times, get out. All right, so shall we go in the big room?
Okay.
Well, friends, now we're in the biggest space that we have. We call this the gold room, just so that we, not to sound all grand, but just so that it's different, because it's gold color.
Right.
So I again like these small little tableaus that we do.
Patriotic.
And so this is a wonderful tree that was made for a Rose Percy event, and it's the president's tree.
It was in Charleston, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it Seattle?
This was in Seattle.
Seattle, okay.
So the ladies of Seattle, Mary Senko and Judy Lloyd and others created this tree, and then Carol Cameron actually won it, and then she gifted it to us. Nice. So that was very nice to have. And then this little thing. Did you not notice this?
Well, it's an awfully big cam. No,
this is a
camkin. It is.
This is a Camkins.
Oh, okay.
But you know what it is? It's a Camkins baby.
A baby with bent legs.
Bent legs.
Ah.
And you know, we've been doing this a long time. I have never, ever seen this.
Well, is she bigger than a Camkin child? The head is.
It's the same.
Okay.
It's the same. And it's very interesting. Feel it. Now this is not this is going to a collector, but I thought, you know what? I needed something quintessentially American to go with the president's tree, and I didn't want to obviously put Rose Percy here.
Right.
And I thought, well, you know what? While she's waiting to go to her fabulous new home, I'm going to enjoy her sitting there.
And she can enjoy sitting there.
Yeah, she can sit there.
Very nice.
And so that was fun to do, and it didn't take long to put it together. And the fashion dolls, you know, they've got plenty of gifts, and they don't need any more trees and whatnot. But I noticed a Santa is just sitting here on the. So, what are you doing, Santa?
Where's he supposed to be?
I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea, and I know this isn't supposed to be here either. But I will tell to tell you, when you decorate the cases, we did not do this year. This is here from last year.
Is it?
Well, when you have a lot of things in there, it's kind of hard.
Well,
but this is a great Santa.
He can be there.
I'll put him.
Sit there.
Yes.
That's their decoration.
Yeah. And look at this. I forgot about that.
Oh my.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
It's a clock.
Wow.
See, it's a clock,
Yes,
and it's a bird cage, and it's obviously I've forgotten that it
That's
was
amazing.
there, just sitting on the ground.
Well, that's
So
what, you know, is every once in a while you take something out or you look at it and it's
Well,
like
I
new
have,
again.
Yes, and I have done a lot of work, but I didn't get into I didn't get into doing this because this is.
Well, I think she's pretty lucky. I mean,
But this is an all-day process.
Right, right.
And
then
of course, Rose Percy's in the corner, and that's her Christmas banner, which the crew found somewhere else, not with her things. So I was glad to put it back with her. Now these tables are actually, I should explain, we just have a few things out on the tables because this is all going to go away, and there's going to be a charity auction.
There is
on Sunday.
That's right.
So this will all go away, and the people coming for that can view everything.
That's right.
And and this is
what
what
Grad School.
the Grad School. Yes, they don't get any Christmas trees or anything.
Well,
But
we're not sure what they had, right?
We're
What
not.
did they have?
Yeah,
How did they?
They might have. You know what? A Christmas gift might have been an apple or an orange. That might have been a big deal.
Right.
But the German kids up here, they got a really cute little tree.
Oh, look
So
at
I
that.
thought that one was
I like the
kinda
lights
sweet.
and the lights on it.
Yeah, I think that's cute. And a little Cupie snuck in because you know
Why not?
it happens.
Yes. Oh,
It happens.
little googly.
So I want to show you the new tree, which by the time everybody sees this, well, maybe we should look at this one first.
Sure.
So, you know, this is an old feather tree, and I just love them because, you know, you can, it really
I do
shows
too.
off an ornament, don't you
Right.
think?
Right. Our trees are so dense.
Yes.
The ones that we get.
And I think you know, you can on some branches you get 2 or 3 ornaments in a row.
Then of course you could have. They had room for candles
Yes.
and real.
These candles,
lights.
we have had these candles for over 40 years. Now every year we have less and less because they break and but you know, and they're all adjustable, and as I'm antiquing and aging, so are they.
Aren't we all? But I see some beaded ornaments too, strung.
Yes, and I like those. There's some early automobiles and airplanes, and you know, I mean, think of how modern those were. And I even like these kind of funky things, like this corn cob.
Oh, corn cob! I remember him from last year.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Yeah, fantastic. I love this little pillow, embroidered pillow that's inside here, if you can see it. It looks like a child embroidered it. It says Merry Christmas. They're little holly leaves and berries, initials, and it says 1870. So I think that's really fantastic.
I think that's fun to have that kind of
love that.
little
Love that kind of thing.
And then look at these little baby beds, which I think are kind of problematic to display.
Oh,
but
this.
you know what? In a situation like that, it's great because you
Yes.
can load it up with
Load it up.
a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Right. Oh, I remember these ornaments too when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
A little bigger, but the same ornamentation on it
Yeah.
and paint.
Well, now they're collectible.
So are we.
You know what I love when those aluminum trees are now, you know.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, that now.
Are they mid-century? Or no,
Yeah,
are they
mid-cen-
mid-century?
They are.
Oh gosh.
It's like, oh boy. I want to show you too, to inspire people with a really easy kind of display. So these are our Red Cross children. This is a desk that is used by Michelle. This is a absolutely working desk. Behind that poster of the American Red Cross, Knit Your Bit, poster for the Red Cross. We had that posterized. We just popped that in front of her computer screen, put them in front, and then we added our little circus tree, which is that tree, which I think is adorable, but it is abuse to feather trees because the ornaments are so heavy. That poor little feather tree.
Are there some Shonhut things?
There's shown animals, and there's figures, and
on the top is the
well,
ringleader.
yeah, he's not Shonhut, but there's
okay, but
a
still,
hobo and a trick pony, and but you know, this kind of creates an ambiance, and it takes
right, and then you
5
just take
minutes.
it right down too.
Yeah, and then so that I don't want to be in this room with all these things and look at a big computer screen. I want to point out to you this new tree that we've added in to the mix, and at this point, the members of World Doll Day have had 2 programs on Little Red Riding Hood, or La Petite Chaperon Rouge, if you like.
Okay.
So we had all of these things here, and I thought, hey, let's do a Red Riding Hood tree.
Why not?
And I am thrilled with how it turned out.
Did you know you had so many? You probably did.
Well, no, I didn't. But I think what worked really well is that we used the baskets, we used all the things that are part of the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Right. And of course,
Belinda's right there.
Belinda, who is wearing a cardinal, but it's
a cardinal,
but it is really a Red Riding Hood, a cape. And Eddie, who did the whole design of this, asked me if he could use a Belinda, and I said, no, because they're all spoken for. I said, but you can use the original one.
She's the original
so
one.
she
Look at
is the original
Look
Belinda
at her.
that all of the...
And a lot of us have her now.
Yes, you do. Yeah. But this tree is telling the story of Little Red Riding Hood, and I want to come over here and
the
wolf.
Fantastic. The baskets are fantastic.
So we even found a grandma to put in. But you know what? This tree made me realize I've got to get a good grandma doll.
A good grandma doll.
And I don't have any.
I'd be on the hunt now.
Yes. And
okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, there. Okay.
we'll fix it.
Yes, I'm invited, aren't I?
You can't hurt Grandma. Think of all the things that happened to Grandma in this story.
Oh.
We can do this later. There. But, part of the story of Red Riding Hood is Grandma has an issue.
Oh, does she? Oh, Grandma.
So Grandma needed some wine.
Grandma may deserve to have
and then
wine.
I thought of all those little bottles of wine that you get on the airplanes and whatnot. I should have saved them, because that would have been
perfect.
She
perfect
brings
size.
her wine, wine and cake. So we've got not a cake, but a pie.
Nice pie. Some fruit.
But there are some really cute Red Riding Hood dolls.
Very cute.
And I love how they use these little red balls, felt balls.
A little cardinal, beautiful.
Well, and then over here, we have our we have 2 mantelpieces, and it's wonderful it's fun to decorate.
Always.
And then we have all of our stockings for our bulldogs that are no longer with us, and then Wilhelmina sits in the corner pouting. How this is not fair.
She has you've decorated.
We decorated her a little bit. But I want to share with everybody, and of course, Denise, you don't have to talk, because I know that you, unless you feel like it.
No, that's okay.
That this incredible trousseau of a darling China, and we should point her out because she's easily lost in all of this. All of these amazing clothes, everything you see here, Denise has created, and these are going to be auctioned off at our club's annual fundraising Christmas auction.
Our auction, our party auction.
And I think that they're going to do very, very well. And whoever gets them are going to be very, very lucky to have.
It's
I'm-
all one.
It's all it's all together. And how many dresses are there?
I forget, 15 or
15.
something. And there's a little tiny Grodner tall underneath
did you?
there. It's a newly made one, but she's all little pieced.
Oh.
Very.
I mean,
I liked that.
I mean, it's just, this is outstanding.
Of course,
And
use dogs.
and our designated charity helps 18,000 people on the Monterey Peninsula.
Yes, yes.
So this is a really
We really-
important thing to do, and we're proud of you to have put all this time into
thank
this, and I hope it brings
This
big,
is the
big
fun
money.
part. Yeah, I hope
Big,
so.
big money.
I hope.
So
I hope
it's,
people like it.
Denise came over today and to set it up so that way she can enjoy the day of when it's going to be sold, and it's going to be very interesting to see how everybody reacts. And I'm going to bid
Well,
on
I hope
it.
that, yes, I hope
I'm bidding
so.
on
I
it.
hope they like it.
Yes. Well, who wouldn't like it? I mean, it's just it's just absolutely adorable, and I love your little Scottish ensemble, and there's so many to like. And of course I love the blue that her little blue outfit that she's wearing, and all of your. Here's where you can really see. I want you to come in and look at this. The whites. This is where you can really see the incredible skill that Denise possesses. It's in the whites.
Thank you.
That's where you can really see that. But I think everybody's going to want to do this, Denise, as a class, as a program, because this is too cute.
It's a fun size to sew
It
for.
is. Well, I think that we saved the best for last.
No.
So this is our 2024 annual Christmas tour.
Yes.
And time goes by fast.
It does.
It seems like we
We're
just
here.
did this a minute ago,
And
and
it
here
looks
we are.
fantastic. The place looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you,
Beautiful.
thank you, and thank you
Every corner.
for bringing this to brighten up.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
I like doing it.
Yes, it was a wonderful thing. Well, doll friends, we will see you in June. We want to take this opportunity to thank all of our presenters, including Denise, also known as Denise Spacey, also known as Denise Woodward. I'm having a hard time getting used to Woodward, but I'll get it. I'll get it eventually.
We'll ease into it.
Yeah, and all of our other presenters. And I have to take this opportunity to really thank Sharon Barton Maggio, who
Yes.
underwrites this, all of the production of this, so that it can go out into the world and spread the joy of dolls
Doll
and collecting.
collecting.
Yes,
absolutely.
So, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We'll see you later, doll friends. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button.